The history of football, also known as soccer in some parts of the world, dates back several centuries and has evolved over time to become the most popular sport in the world. Here is a detailed history of football. Ancient origins. Football-like games have been played in different cultures around the world for thousands of years. One of the earliest recorded versions of the game was played in ancient China during the Han Dynasty, 206 BC, 220 AD. This game, called Cuju, involved kicking a leather ball through a small goal and was often played as part of military training. A similar game called Harpastum was played in ancient Rome, which involved a small, hard ball and was played on a rectangular field. This game was popular among soldiers and was also played as a form of entertainment. Medieval and Renaissance Europe. During the Middle Ages in Europe, football-like games were played in villages and towns, often with very different rules depending on the location. These games were often violent and could involve hundreds of players. The goals could be anything from a tree to a specific spot on a wall. During the Renaissance period, football games became more organized and rules were established. For example, in England, a game called mob football was played in which two teams of an unlimited number of players tried to kick a ball from one end of a village to another. This game often resulted in injuries and property damage. The birth of modern football in England. In the mid-19th century, several schools and universities in England began to establish rules for football games. One of the most influential was the Cambridge Rules, which were established in 1848 and emphasized the use of hands only to catch the ball, not to carry it. This is still a rule in football today. In 1863, representatives from several football clubs in England met in London to establish the rules for the game, which led to the formation of the Football Association, FA. The first official football match was played between two teams of the FA in 1863. Football spreads across the world. In the late 19th century, football began to spread across Europe and other parts of the world. The first international match was played between Scotland and England in 1872, and the first football association outside of England was formed in Scotland in 1873. In 1886, the International Football Association Board, IFAB, was established to oversee the rules of the game. The first FIFA World Cup was held in 1930 in Uruguay and has since become the most prestigious international football tournament. The development of professional football. In the early 20th century, football began to become more organized, with the establishment of professional leagues and clubs. The English Football League was established in 1888, and other countries soon followed suit. The first international club competition, the European Cup, now known as the UEFA Champions League, was established in 1955 and has since become one of the most prestigious club tournaments in the world. The rise of global football stars. Over the years, football has produced many legendary players who have become household names around the world. Some of the most famous include Pelé, Diego Maradona, Lionel Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo, among many others. Football continues to evolve and grow in popularity around the world. The sport has become a significant part of many cultures and has had a profound impact on society.